All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, HALAL, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessing to the whole collective Israel. As you can see, the title of this article says, the retail apocalypse will claim 4,300 stores this year. And as prophecy says, today in modern day Egypt, Egypt is failing. Okay, these are one of the signs from the heavens that the Most High Yahawah is returning. All right, this is the sign of Yahawah is coming. Okay, which was spoken of in Matthew the 24th chapter. Because Egypt is failing. Egypt is failing. Carnally, like physically and spiritually, this place is dying, and it's beginning to rot. It's beginning to stink up, okay, because this place is getting dried out and dried up, all right, because of all the wickedness has perpetuated and put forth, and all the evil it's done, okay, in the sight of Lord Yahawah. And there's a recompense coming for this place, and that recompense is utter destruction, all right, and how the Most High is doing it is beautiful, all right. He's systematically corroding this place away, piece by piece, all right. It's art. All right, and it's beautiful, and it's exactly the way Yahawah has said he was going to do it, because he is a man that he shall not lie. Okay, so here's some of the article. More than 4,300 department stores are set to close this year as a retail apocalypse rips through American retailers. Gap, JCPenney, Victoria's Secret announced more than 300 store closures last Thursday. Department store closures usually happen at a low quality properties rather than higher end ones that are operated by mall, blah, 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 blah. More than 4,300 department stores are set to close this year as a retail apocalypse rips through Payless, Shoe Source, Jamboree, JCPenney, Gap, Victoria's Secret, and Sears. But one Wall Street analyst says mall giant should easily weather these closures. That's just the pride of Esau, thinking that his house is going to continue on forever, which is that is not the decree that Yahawah has set out. All right, this place is going to be utterly destroyed. Okay, so here it is going into some of the stores closing basically because of low performance. Okay, they're not making enough money. Okay, because this place is ceasing. Babylon is ceasing. It's coming to a screeching halt. Okay, and it's coming to a roadblock, really a cement block, because this place is gonna go from 100 to 0. Okay, in an instant. Not 0 to 100. Okay, this place is slowing down. Okay, it's halting. Violently, it's gonna be taken down. Okay, and this is just one way that one sign to show that this place is ceasing. Okay, because when money is involved, okay, you always know there's going to be violence at the end of that, because this is people's lives at stake, okay? So when people in this time are not going to be thinking normally, okay? That's why I say, neighbor shall turn against neighbor. All right, the love of many shall wax cold, because there's not going to be enough food going around. There's not going to be no business, okay? Because this place is ceasing. Okay, Egyptian against Egyptian, and that's perfect, because I'm gonna start here in Isaiah 19, and I'm just gonna start at the first verse. Okay, the burden of Egypt. All right, because here Babylon the Great is modern day Egypt. Okay, it tells you in Revelations. Okay, it is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Okay, this the burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord Yahawah rideth upon a swift cloud. Okay, those chariots. Okay, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Okay, because the spirit of this place is finished. Okay, you can tell it's not the same anymore. Okay, the light. Like it says in Revelation, no, it's lucky, not Revelations, where it says in Jeremiah, okay, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hands. Okay, but it's gilded. It's fool's gold. This place has never been what it's claimed to be. Okay, and it's being sought out and searched out. Okay, you got roaches everywhere. You got the infrastructure falling apart. Okay, you got mold. Okay, and you know, horrible smells. Okay, it's like lifting up the carpet. You know, you can only put so much stuff hid under the carpet. Okay, till it's obvious. Okay, you know, it's piles and piles of crap. Okay, put it under these rugs. And what is YAHAWASHI doing? Okay, he's yanking that covering cast, revealing every man his secrets, every man his deeds. And according to this nation, Babylon the Great, you know, as a whole, this place is going to be judged. Okay, the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. This place is failing. This is 2. And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay, because what? Because of the lack of bread. There's no work going around. Literally no work. Okay, that government shutdown is just a taste. A whole nation. This whole nation is going to halt, a screeching halt, and not just this nation here, Babylon the Great, because this is the head. So just like the tail. Okay, that's also here in Isaiah 19 chapter 2. Okay, all these other smaller nations are going to feel this too, because Babylon the Great is the forefronter. Okay, so whatever Babylon the Great feels, the other nations are going to feel, hey, man, 110-fold. Okay, because, you know, Babylon the Great is the richest nation, most powerful nation on the face of the earth as it stands to this day. So if they're hurting, these other nations are going to hurt even more. All right. But here prophesying about Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. Okay, everyone's going to start fighting against each other. And that's, you know, those civil wars. Okay, there's complete anarchy. Okay, no order. All right. And that's why, you know, this place is going to go into martial law and all type of, you know, you say crazy things, but it's all the work of the Lord YAHAWASHI. Okay, because this is not strange unto the ones in the know. Okay, and those are the elect. Okay, this is 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. Okay, the spirit of Egypt, all the hype, you know, it's not the same. Okay, this place doesn't have its light no more. Okay, because it never had light. This place is utter darkness. Okay, that's why the day of the Lord is going to be darkness, because gross darkness is the people, and they're going to fall into the fruits of their own way. They're going to fall to the delusions which they fell for. Okay, because it's going to get into it. And I will destroy the counsel thereof. Okay, because all the wicked counsels, the wicked counsels of the elite, right? The elites of Esau, you know, all the other heathen nations that follow suit. Continuing. And they shall seek to the idols. Okay, all those false gods which they worship. Okay, the complete the madness that they follow after. All right, their superstitions, whatever you may have it. And to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. Okay, all this left-hand side energy. Okay, it's not going to work no more. Okay. This is 4. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. Okay. And the Lord's will, I mean, that's talking about Trump. Okay, because Trump is a cruel Lord, a cruel ruler. Okay. And Trump has no regard for you regular people. And, you know, through his pride, okay, he knows not that his heart is in the hands of the Lord. Okay, and he's gonna have this whole place in derision. Okay, really, it's all by the hands of the Lord YAHAWASHI. Okay, giving them over, the Egyptians over to a cruel Lord. Okay, that's talking about Trump in this time. Okay, and if there's another so-called president after, you know, we're talking about him too. But, you know, at this time, it's talking about Trump. Okay, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the Lord of armies. This is 5. And the waters shall fail from the sea, and the rivers shall be wasted and dried up. Okay, again, going to this place being systematically put down. All right, the merchants, you know, I'm gonna get that in Revelations. Okay, this great merchant city, okay, is gonna fail. There's gonna be nothing to sell, nothing to buy. It's gonna come to a screeching halt. Okay, all right, continuing. This is 6. And they shall turn the rivers far away, and the brooks of defense shall be emptied and dried up. The reeds and flags shall wither, the paper reeds by the brooks by the mouth of the brooks, and everything sown by the brooks shall wither, be driven away, and be no more. The vicious also shall mourn, and they that cast angle into the brooks shall lament, and they that spread nets upon the waters shall languish. Moreover, they that work in fine flax and they that weave networks shall be confounded. Okay, just going into how this place is going to fail. Okay, this place is going to, again, come to a screeching halt. Okay, and this is just the beginning. Now, just like Matthew 24th chapter said, this is the beginning of sorrows. This is just the beginning of sorrows, all right? Speaking of the burden of Egypt, this is just the beginning. Okay, and we all, the elect know that the latter end is utter destruction by nuclear missiles. Okay, but skipping forward to the 15th verse. No, the 14th verse. Yeah, I'll move on to the 14th verse. It's Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14. The Lord Yahawah have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst of Egypt, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. Okay, error, going backwards, completely turn aside, and then backsliding. All right, this place has failed. Error. Okay, does not compute. A system error, system failure. Because this system that Babylon the Great, this worldly system, under the elite bankers, is gonna fail. Okay, and every work thereof. So all that, everything's gonna fail. Continuing, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. So it's not looking too good for Babylon the Great. All right, no control. No control. This place is coming to self-destruction. Okay, and there's no stopping this train. There's no stopping this train. Okay, this is 15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt. Okay, again, what you call it, the government shutdown was just a taste. All right, this whole place is gonna fail. Continue, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. Okay, that was what I was talking about. The head or tail. It doesn't matter. If Babylon the Great is going to feel this, what more the other nations? Okay, hence why their hearts are going to be hardened, because they're going to be in straits and derision. They're going to have no choice but to let off these nuclear missiles, because it's going to be a last man standing type deal, and at the end of the day, none of these great nations shall stand. Okay, Russia's not going to be the next new powerhouse. China's not going to be the next new powerhouse. All right, definitely America's not going to be prolonged. Okay, any other nation you could think of, they're not going to make it, because they're coming into something that they're not prepared for, and that's the return of the Lord YAHAWASHI. This is that great entrance. All right, those fires that are already kindled. Okay, which the Most High YAHAWASHI has told us about already. All right. So moving on to Revelations, where I'm just gonna finish off at. All right, we're pretty much gonna read the whole 18th chapter, but I'm just gonna start at 3. This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Talking about Babylon the Great. All right, that whore that sitteth upon the beast. Okay, they have drunken that cup. Okay. Continuing, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. All right, done their work with her. All right, making business deals. Okay, bending over backwards, whining and dining. All right, taking care of this woman. And to come to find out that no, she set them up. Because again, they have drunken the cup. The nations have drunken the cup, and now they are mad. Because they're waking up to who this woman really is, and that she's good for nothing, and she's the whore that she always was. But now they're waking up, all right, to the fact who this person really is. Okay, and that goes into Obadiah, the 1st chapter and the 6th verse. How are the things of Esau searched out? Okay, because why? Because the prophets are here on the earth today. Okay. Declaring the decree, all right, which YAHAWASHI, the Most High, has set for this place, Egypt, and the rest of this world, in its utter destruction. Okay, continuing. have committed fornication with her. And the merchants, right? The merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Okay, America has made all these other nations rich. Okay, and firstly, how have these nations have become rich in the first place? Okay, speaking on Babylon the Great, is what? Off the backs of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, souls of men. We were slaves, and we built this kingdom. Yet we don't reap the fruits of it, because this is our punishment. But every nation and every people besides the Israelites, and even our own people, are a cause of our downfall. Well, of course, our own people are the cause of our downfall. All right, but every other nation has had a hand in the destruction of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and they've become rich off of you, and they don't repent at all with the things they have done to you. They say it in vain, but they're not going to turn away your captivity and set you back and set you over them. It's not going to happen. Okay, because they hate you, they envy you. All right, and we're destroyed. Hence why the Most High YAHAWASHI, because He has compassion on His people, is going to redeem us. This is 4. And I heard another voice from heaven. That's perfect timing. I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." Okay, because the plagues of Egypt, the plagues of ancient Egypt, are coming back here to modern day Egypt, which is so-called America. Okay, and those plagues are not going to be turned back. Okay, this right here, Egypt failing is a plague. All right, there's no work. All right, it's a plague. This is 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Okay, the Most High is long suffering, and just like Isaiah the 63rd chapter says, okay, that day of vengeance is in His heart. Okay, because the rape, rob, and murder and destruction that this place and this rulership, this kingdom has done to our people has not been forgotten. Though you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans have forgotten, the Most High YAHAWASHI has not forgotten. Okay, hence why He has a remnant, and they haven't forgotten either. All right. This is 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you. Exactly. Destroyed us. Okay. Continue, and double onto her. Oh, and double onto her, double according to her works. Okay, so that the things that they have done unto us are going to be double onto them. Okay, because the Most High is not mocked. All right. The Most High has not forgotten what you have done to His people. All right. In the cup which He hath filled to her double. Okay, that cup she's passed on to us, all right, shall surely be passed on to you, and it's going to be double. Okay. This is 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. Okay, because why? Because so much torment and sorrow she has given us. All right, and lived deliciously. All right, licking her chops. All right, and glorified herself, set herself on high, and stepped right over you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. And you want to join hand in hand with the reward of the wicked? You have not considered the latter end, because this is that place of the Most High's indignation. Okay, that's why in the fifth verse, well, in the 6th verse, the 4th verse, look, come out of her, my people. All right, because the Most High, He's not leaving no one. All right, unless you're beamed up, Lord's will and part of that number, hey man, you're not gonna make it. If you make it far enough to past all the sword and stuff and the pestilence, okay, you got a nuclear missile coming for you. Okay, so hey, just like 1,000 ways to die, hey, choose one. All right, because if you're not covered by YAHAWASHI, hey, your latter end is going to be very, very bitter. Okay, hence America. Okay, that's a nomen omen. All right. Continuing. For she saith in her heart, this is the 7th verse, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Okay, that's that pride of this nation. All right, and as the rulers of this nation, so is the people. All right, I shall see no sorrow. Okay, I shall see no adversity. That's that pride. All right, hence why this place is gonna go out so bitterly. Hey, but it's gonna be so sweet to the elect. Okay, me being part of the hopeful elect. Okay, we can't wait for this place to go down. All right, you putting your heart and trust in Egypt. All right, woe unto you, just like the scriptures say. Okay, because we're in the world. All right, speaking of the hopeful elect, well, the elect, me being part of the hopeful elect, we're in the world, but we're not of this world. We don't care about this world. May it seem like we might care about this world. We don't care about this world. Okay, we're just here. We make the best of it, but really we're here to do the work of the Lord YAHAWASHI. That's it. And then what? And beam me up, Scotty. Okay. This is 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day. One day? Dang. Death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord, the Most High, who judgeth her. Okay, because this is the Most High. We're just the messengers. We don't, wait. It's not our hands doing this. Okay, we just read the scriptures and say what the Most High says. That's all we do. All right. We're blameless. We're blameless in the sight of men. Okay, it's just the truth hurts. That's what it is. Right. And one day, these nuclear missiles are gonna, devour everything. Birds, fish, trees, all because the so-called white man Esau, Edom, the red Hebrew Edomites, and all the other heathen nations. All right, but chiefly, you red Hebrew Edomites have defiled the whole earth. The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. So it got to be cleaned, and not just with soap and water, but what? With hot fire. Okay, that destroying wind to clean all this mess up. Okay, and this is 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, okay, you other nations that join hand in hand, and you 2/3, okay, shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. All you built a house that shall not stand. All right, with no proper foundation. It's not rooted. So it's gonna be what? It's gonna be hewn down. Okay, blown away. Okay. And all you labor for is going to be in vain. All the things you worked for and hoped for, all right, it's going to be time to give up that ghost, because you didn't consider the latter end, all right? And your pride have deceived you, because this place wasn't here for you. This place was here to be an example, okay? And you're being part of that example, all right? That's why, hey, if you have ears to hear and eyes to see, man, come out of her, my people, all right? Because the Most High will destroy you. And he will not blink, all right? Because the Most High has covered all his tracks, all right? There's no cloak for your sins, all right? All you can do is pray for mercy, all right? This is 10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come, all right? These nuclear missiles, all right? This place shall no longer be remembered, all right? Except for what? For an example. All right. And standing afar off, talking about these other nations, It's 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn for her, over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. Okay. This is a perfect example right here. All right. Ain't nobody buying, all right, no Victoria's Secret, no JC Penney, Payless shoes. Okay. And, this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of sorrows. Okay, don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. All right, because, hey, in 1 hour, judgment is going to come. Okay, this is 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her for no. Oh, I just read that. It's a lot. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna buy their merchandise. So 12. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon, and odors, and ointment, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. Okay, because, hey, you got a birth certificate. You're a soul of men. You're a slave, all right? Every single one of you. You're sold over by your parents as collateral. You're human pharma. Okay? You're just like cows. Okay? You're branded. Okay, hence why this mark of the beast is coming. That RFID microchip to make it official. It's just the last weak attempt of so-called so-called white man, okay, the red Hebrew Edomites, trying to gain control, saying I run you, I own you. They don't run nothing, okay. But everyone is, as soon as you be born, you're born into debt. Okay, you're a debt slave. Simple as that. Okay. This is 14. And the fruits that thy soul lusteth after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. Okay, Victoria's Secret got all bras and all type of stuff. Hey, you're not gonna find that no more. Okay, because you're gonna be trying to find food, scavenging. Okay, because again, this place is failing. This is 15. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off, for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. Okay, again, harping on the point. You so-called niggas, Latinos, and Americans are the ones who built this nation. Okay, and you're the ones still keeping this place alive. All right, but we would have healed Babylon, but hey, Babylon's not going to be healed. Okay, because that's not the will of YAHAWASHI. Okay, but this place has been rich off of our slavery. Okay, off our blood, sweat, and tears. Okay, off of rape, rob, and murder, ill-gotten gain. All right. And the ancestors, okay, the children of our oppressors still reign today because they still reap the benefits of our destruction. All right. This is 16. And saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. All right, riches profit not in the day of wrath. Okay, all that money don't mean nothing, and it's not going to save you, and you're going to be a fool. Because one, most of your money is in the bank anyways, so you're not going to be able to access none of that. And with inflation, okay, a piece of bread is going to be like what, $200, $1,000. Okay, hence why all this loot is going to be going on. All that money is not going to be nothing. They're not going to regard kings, nobody. It don't matter who you were in this world. Yeah, everybody's going to be set on what? Even playing ground. Survival mode. All right. And again, if you can survive all that chaos and mayhem, you got a nuclear missile waiting for you. All right. Simple as that. Okay. Continuing. Every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and then that happened with these, that's happening with these tariffs. Okay. Because these merchants, these ships are not being able to port because tariffs and trade blockades. Okay. The trade wars is going on. Okay. That's happening right now. All right. It's only going to get worse. This is 18. And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this city, this great city? Okay. Because when these nuclear missiles hit, hey, it ain't going to be no money to be making. Okay. All this stuff on these ships are just going to be floating out there. Okay. And that's when them sailors, all right, well, not them sailors, those pirates, they're going to be, ramsacking all that stuff. All right. But whatever. This is 19. And they cast dust on their heads in their mourning, okay, and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, the great city wherein we were made rich, all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, right? For in 1 hour she is made desolate. Hey, Babylon's going to fall. Rejoice over her, all right, speaking to you, you hopeful elect. Rejoice over her, thou heaven and ye holy apostles and prophets. For the Most High have avenged you on her. Okay, so imagine, well, Oh yeah, imagine, getting beaten up and stuff. But what I was trying to say, okay, was, we know, this place is trash. This place sucks. It's annoying. You have to deal with nonsense, day in and day out. Uh, so much hell and torment has been put upon us. Not just speaking in this generation, but the generations of past, because we are our forefathers, so we had to deal with all that stuff. Okay, the perpetual hatred against us and us being set up not to prosper. Okay, but what? The Most High says what? Rejoice over her, because this is that place that we're going to be what? We're going to be redeemed. Okay, and so we shall forever be with the Lord. All right, so this is that last time. Okay, the Most High is going to avenge us on this place. Okay, Isaiah 63 in the first verse. Okay, YAHAWASHI is coming back. Okay, YAHWAH is coming back. All right, to avenge us, to get us up out of here and set us up. Set us up. Forget all the reparations and I'm sorry's and we're all one now. That's not what the Most High says. All right, and it's just a matter of time. Okay, we know all these things have to come to pass. Much tribulation. We have to go through much tribulation before we enter the kingdom of the Most High. But the Most High is coming to save. Okay, hence his name, YAHAWASHI. All right, he saves, he delivers. Okay, and it's just about making your calling and election sure, making sure you have a seat. Okay, on this or a ticket out of here. That's what it all comes down to. Okay, pray for mercy. All right, because we're gonna need it. All right, but you have to do what you're required to do. All right. And that's speaking to myself first and foremost. Okay, I got a wall. Hey, it's bouncing right back at me. All right, because I'm accountable for every word that I speak. Okay, every idle word. All right. So, hey, but those ones edifying. And as always, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Shai, Bashim Makakwadash, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. Shalom.